In 1914, a single assassination triggered a chain reaction that dragged the entire world into war. Empires collapsed. New weapons brought unimaginable destruction. This was World War I, one of the deadliest conflicts humanity had ever seen. A world on the edge. By the early 20th century, Europe was filled with tension. Powerful nations were competing for influence, territory, and military strength. After Germany unified and defeated France during the Franco-Prussian War, the balance of power in Europe shifted dramatically. To protect themselves, countries formed alliances. Soon, two powerful blocs emerged. One side included Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and later Bulgaria. These nations became known as the Central Powers. Opposing them were the Allied powers, Britain, France, Russia, and eventually Italy, Japan, Romania, and the United States. But the war had not started yet. It only needed a spark. The assassination. That started it all, that spark, came in 1914. In the city of Sarajevo, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, was assassinated by a Serbian nationalist. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia for the attack and declared war. Because of the alliances, the conflict quickly escalated. Within weeks, most of Europe was at war. Germany's bold plan Germany prepared for war on two fronts, against France in the west and Russia in the east. Its strategy, known as the Schlieffen Plan, aimed to defeat France quickly before turning to face Russia. German forces invaded Belgium and advanced rapidly toward Paris, but their progress was stopped during the First Battle of the Marne. The war would not end quickly. Instead, both sides dug deep trenches across the Western Front. The horror of trench warfare. For years, soldiers lived and fought in muddy trenches stretching hundreds of kilometers. The war became a brutal struggle of attrition. Machine guns, artillery, and the first use of poison gas caused enormous casualties. Some of the bloodiest battles included the Battle of Verdun and the Battle of the Somme, where millions of soldiers were killed or wounded. Meanwhile, naval warfare also intensified. In 1916, the British and German fleets clashed in the massive Battle of Jutland, the largest naval battle of the war. A truly global war. The conflict soon spread beyond Europe. Japan joined the Allies and captured German colonies in Asia and the Pacific. The Ottoman Empire entered the war alongside Germany and Austria-Hungary, opening new battlefronts in the Middle East. Allied forces attempted to capture the strategic Dardanelles Strait during the Gallipoli campaign, but fierce Ottoman resistance forced them to retreat. Across the seas, German submarines attacked ships supplying the Allies, including those coming from the United States. The United States enters the war. Tensions between Germany and the United States grew as German submarines sank ships in the Atlantic. When Britain revealed the Zimmermann telegram, in which Germany proposed an alliance with Mexico against the United States, American public opinion changed dramatically. In 1917, the United States joined the war on the side of the Allies. Revolution in Russia, meanwhile. Russia faced economic collapse and political unrest. In 1917, the Bolshevik Revolution overthrew the Russian government. Soon after, Russia withdrew from the war. This allowed Germany to concentrate its forces on the Western Front. But it was too late. American troops were already arriving in Europe. The end of the war. By 1918, the Central Powers were collapsing. The Ottoman Empire surrendered. Austria-Hungary began to fall apart as nationalist movements spread. Finally, facing shortages of resources and military defeat, Germany agreed to an armistice. On November 11, 1918, the fighting stopped. World War I was over. The aftermath. The war caused enormous destruction and claimed more than 16 million lives. 4 great empires collapsed: the German, Austro-Hungarian, Russian, and Ottoman empires. New countries emerged across Europe, including Poland, Finland, and Czechoslovakia. The Treaty of Versailles punished Germany with heavy reparations and military restrictions. Many Germans saw the treaty as deeply humiliating. This resentment would later help fuel the rise of Adolf Hitler and eventually lead to another global conflict, World War II.